Alright. I think we are live now. Yo, what is up, everybody? Better turn these off. Alright, well today, let me see, let me test this. I want to test this. This is my first time streaming a browser, or like doing something that's non-gaming on my PC. This is only like my second or third stream. Okay, yep. Alright, but basically, today we are going to, do different mock drafts. This is always how I find the draft network. But basically today, first we're actually gonna do Carolina. Nah, we may as well do Jacksonville first. But basically today we are gonna be doing a mock draft on both Jacksonville and Carolina, and kind of like going more in depth and talking about, because I'm both of those teams' fans. I know it's like, oh, you're a team of two teams, or you're a fan of two teams. Yes, I am, and I've always been, ever since I started liking football, I've liked both teams, and I'm never gonna stop. So, to start things off, obviously, we gotta get Trevor Lawrence here. Trevor Lawrence at number 1 for Jacksonville. Now looking at this so far, oh wait, shoot, I forgot I'm not drafting as Carolina. I was like, but yeah, so with Jacksonville, there is a bunch of like, at this pick right now that we're at right now, there's many possibilities. Right here, my personal, view, well, let's see the top rated. So the top rated, Aziz, Quiddy, but yeah, here, at this point, I would say getting, Kadarius Toney, not Pratt Firemouth. I'm gonna try to get him at either pick 33, probably 45 though. Probably 45. But here I would say Christian Baymore or Kadarius Toney or even Samuel Cosme would be a good pick. But I did a mock draft kind of like for the first 4 or 3 rounds the other day, and I would definitely have to say that here I would definitely go Kadarius Toney, just because like that, one of our biggest needs is a speed receiver, or well, it's not one of our biggest needs, but it's a need to get a speed receiver. And Kadarius Toney, in my opinion, I think he's the perfect pick for us at number 25. He's just like the Vishka Chenault is kind of like he's kind of like a speed receiver, but at the same time he's like a catch and run, or like a run after the catch player. So I personally, if Kadarius Toney's still there at 25, I say we go out and pick him at 25. He'll be a really good speed receiver, and I feel like he's just the perfect pick for us there. Now, going to the 33rd pick, in my mock draft the other day, it went, I believe it went I picked Trevor Lawrence, obviously. Then I got Kadarius, and then I got an offensive tackle in Samuel Cosmi, because right now at this pick, it's between Christian Baymore and Samuel Cosmi, or even Liam Eichenberg. But here I would have to say, I would go for, it's a hard pick, because like Christian Baymore, after Christian Baymore, there's not really a truly really good, or could possibly develop into being a really good defensive tackle. But at the same time, I mean, it's better to get the offensive tackle now rather than waiting here. And I think like there's all of these first four, even the first like five: Samuel Cosmi, Liam Eichenberg, Dylan Rennes, Alex Leatherwood, Jalen Mayfield. They're all pretty freaking good. And Samuel Cosmi is obviously the best. Liam Eichenberg would be a pretty good pick, because Notre Dame's known for making good offensive linemen. But I think here I'm going to go Samuel Cosmi. In my opinion, it just seems like the best fit for us to pick him here. And then, and perfect. And now I'm going to get Pat Freiermuth, who falls right into our hands. I mean, looking at, in total, Christian Baymore's still here. Oh, shoot. Or Christian Barmore. My bad if I was saying that wrong. Oh. Well, what's our next pick, even? What the frick? How the frick do I see over some more? This is hard, because I didn't realize... Bruh. Oh, this is tricky, because he's still here. That would be a steal. That would be a steal. But also, we need a tight end. If I had the premium for... It's stupid that you need a premium version just so you can do trades. I wouldn't trade up, though, because, like... Oh, that's... I don't know much about Brevin Jordan or any of the other tight ends, and it's like... Oh, man. The thing is... It's like, Pat Freiermuth, after Pat Freiermuth, there's a decent drop-off to Brevin Jordan, and he's the 56th, and how many, here, one sec, no, I don't know when the first pick for Jacksonville would be, or the next pick. I'm guessing it would be, so I'm guessing it goes Kansas City and then Tampa Bay and then Jacksonville. Like, we would have to take a risk and I mean, it wouldn't be a risk, because getting Christian Baymore here, or Barmore, getting Christian Barmore here would be a very good pickup. I mean, really, Dallas missed out on Christian Barmore. This is tricky, though, because it's Pat Freiermuth and Christian Barmore, and I want to get both. If Christian Barmore's still here, I want to get both. I think because Christian Barmore's still here, though, we gotta go him. I cannot pass up on him being here. We just gotta hope that Pat Freiermuth makes it down to here. Come on. Boom. Perfect. Pat Freiermuth is still here. This is literally the perfect draft so far. This is such a perfect draft. Already, so right now I'm just going to take him cuz, like, obviously going to take him. But this is already the perfect draft for Jacksonville, getting Trevor Lawrence at 1, Kadarius Toney at 25, getting protection, then extra protection for Trevor Lawrence and Samuel Cosmi, getting Christian Baymore slipping right into our hands still, Pat Freiermuth at 65, and then whoever we get, how many? Sheesh. Don't we have 2 picks in this round? Holy cow. But yeah, like, this is very good right now. This is like, if this were to happen in real life, I would be so hyped. I would be so freaking hyped right now as a Jags and Carolina fan. I mean, mainly as a Jags fan, but like, because it's not the Carolina who's benefiting from it. But I think here is a place where we could. So this is pick. So right here, I feel like just looking at these 2 running backs that are still here. I'm a Memphis fan, so I'm tempted to take Kenneth Gainwell. But also, I believe Michael Carter is the one. Michael Carter, UNC. I believe he is the one that is the speed back. Isn't he? I think he's the speed back out of the 2. If he is the speed back, if he's because I know that out of the 2, like Javonte Williams, I believe is the one who is the power back, and then Michael Carter is the speed back. I can't remember though. Get this ad out of here. Oh wait, that's an ad that comes with looking at him. But yeah, that's. In my opinion, I feel like Kenneth Gainwell should have stayed back at Memphis. I honestly thought he was a legit sophomore, not even a red shirt. But I feel like, I mean, here, let's look at all of. So, all that's left, safety. Yeah, it would be too much of a reach to get a safety. Cornerback. No. Did De'Aaron Kendrick? I'm a Clemson fan mainly, and he must have stayed back for his senior year, because I don't think he's even in the draft anymore, or like in the systems for these drafts anymore. But yeah, ooh, Dylan Moses. Dylan Moses is honestly kind of underrated in my opinion. I mean, he was pretty good other than injuries and everything, but still. But yeah, I think here's where we get like that speed back that we need for at running back. I obviously I'm gonna go Michael Carter or Kenneth Gainwell. Trey Sermon's he's just a power back, and we already have 2 power backs. So I wish you would tell me what they're like. View full player report. What the hell? I believe that Michael Carter is the speed back out of the 2. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Michael Carter. Just reading that there, that kind of tells me that he is the speed back out of the 2, elusive, receiving. If anything, like one back, like one player that I feel Jacksonville could bring back, or could have, or still can bring back. I don't know if he's a free agent still. Is T.J. Yeldon? Like, he's kind of that speed back that everybody's saying Jacksonville we need to bring back, and I feel like that's true, and we could get him. Alright, but yeah, now looking at the 103rd overall pick, I feel, so looking at everybody who's here, or the 103rd, 130th, looking at this, I could see Patrick Jones, the second, an edge, being a good player to pick here. It's a 4th rounder, but he's a solid player. I mean, I'm a fan of Pitt. I didn't watch Pitt too much, but I definitely feel like he's a solid pick. I feel like Dylan Moses this is 4 picks out of his range. That's what he's projected, or it says. I feel like Dylan Moses, uh, I definitely feel like he could be a good pickup and honestly steal, because like I feel like he's a little underrated. I mean, he had a good career at Alabama, other than those injuries, which also made him stay back uh, a couple years. So, but yeah, I think the only 2 people that I would take here would honestly be uh, Dylan Moses or Patrick Jones. So I think I'm going to take Dylan Moses to give us, because like linebacker's not our biggest need right now. It's definitely not our biggest need because we have Schobert, and some people say that Schobert has uh, didn't play too well. I was watching, I forget what it was, but it was like somebody's Jacksonville stream talking about Jacksonville and stuff, and they were taught, there was a person in the chat saying like Joe Schobert, like yeah, he didn't play too great, but I believe at the end of the season he played a little better. But either way, I feel like, yeah, now I feel like now would be a good time to take um Patrick Jones, or even Hamilcar Rashad Jr. Odd front defense scheme with hybrid 4-3. And we're mainly going to be running a 3-4 defense, I believe. I think just because of him being higher up in the draft board, I think we gotta take, and plus it says that Patrick Jones would be better in a 4-3, and we're gonna be doing a 3-4. So I think in the edge rusher, Hamilcar Rashad Jr. is the pick that I'm gonna go with. So now really all we, like our only team need now that would be solid to uh like pick with our next pick whenever it is 170 is safety. I feel like the only way we take a safety is if what's his name? If Trayvon Mooring, which is the one of the top picks that people are saying we could go for, or like one of the, with our second first round pick, is a player that we could end up going for, which I don't know really. I don't know. Like I'm honestly down for like kind of what, at least for the first 4 picks. Well, no, for the first 5 picks so far, I'm down for all of these. Like we get Trevor Lawrence, we get Kadarius Toney at 25. We get, if Samuel Cosmi's still there, get Samuel Cosmi, or the like even Liam Eichenberg. Then if this were to actually happen in real life, get Christian Baymore at pick 45. Then if Pat Freiermuth is still there at 65, I would say get Pat Freiermuth at 65 if Christian Baymore drops to 45. If not, get Pat Freiermuth at 45. And either way, getting these 3 at the same picks and then Pat Freiermuth moving up if Christian Baymore's gone, I would be fine with that. This is the perfect first 5 picks for the Jacksonville Jaguars in my opinion. But here I think next we gotta get our safety. I think Jamie, at this point, these are like more players that I don't know as much about, but I feel like here we gotta go. Not much, not even a start thing. But I think here we gotta go for Jamian Sherwood from Auburn to get that safety. And this is looking to be a decently well-rounded draft. And I think next, maybe it's just like best player. Um, Kerry Vincent Jr. made it this far. Uh, he's a pretty good cornerback for LSU, and I know I'm being a little bit biased, but because I'm an LSU fan, you know, let me instead of saying like but here's my favorite college teams. I have 13 in total, the last I counted. Clemson, Pittsburgh, Kentucky Wildcats, LSU Tigers, Missouri Tigers, Auburn Tigers, and you're gonna see a theme here. Kansas State Wildcats, Arizona Wildcats, Washington State Cougars, Penn State Nittany Lions, uh, Northwestern Wildcats, Memphis Tigers, and BYU Cougars. And ever since I started liking football, those have been all of my favorite teams. Geez, we didn't have a pick for a while. I would have actually liked to get Cornell Powell, honestly, or Paris Ford. But yeah, here I think we gotta go best player available, or I mean, what is it? An edge? Seeking an edge. Uh, hmm. Also, guys, let me know if you want me to do more football stuff. I need to learn more of this tech stuff. I feel like I'm a tech savvy person, but at the same time, maybe not the best. But like, I can learn it. All I gotta do is learn it, and then I'm decent at it. Loa, what the? I think here we just gotta go best player available and go or even just get another receiver. I think I gotta go another receiver in Sage Surratt, from Wake Forest. And yeah, that's our last pick. And just looking at our picks, Jesus, get this ad off my screen. Oh my god. I bet you this is what premium's for, getting those freaking ads off the screen. Ah, stop with the ads. Okay, thank you. Alright, well now I can go over. So obviously Trevor Lawrence, that's a guarantee at number one unless some like stupid mistake or whatever freaking happens, which hopefully will not, and I do not think it will. But Trevor Lawrence, Kadarius Toney, getting that speed receiver in our core, having a pretty good looking receiving core in DJ Chark, Marvin Jones, Laviska Shenault, uh, Philip Dorsett, Colin Johnson, and Kadarius Toney. Like those 6 receivers right there, that's an amazing receiving core. And then getting Samuel Cosmi to help on the edges. I don't know if you could put him. I don't know if he's able to go inside or not. But basically Samuel Cosmi, whether Juwan Taylor or Cam Robinson get injured or they just don't show out, he would be a very good pick for us. And then getting Christian Barmore, who would get us another young inside D lineman, which would be very awesome if we could even get him at pick 25 or 33 if he's at 33. Like that's just like he's like the best or second best. I can't quite remember right now, but I think he's like the best inside D lineman right now in this draft. But I would definitely be down to get him at 25, 33, or even 45 if he drops back, and then try to get Pat Freiermuth as well at 33, 45, or 65. Probably more 45 or 65, but I feel like it would be more safe to get him at 33 or 45, maybe even just 45, getting somebody else at 33 and then getting him at 45, because I guarantee you Christian Barmore will not drop as far as he did. He might, but yeah. he'll be nice to have alongside or on the inside of that defensive line with Devon Hamilton and Malcolm Brown, who we just recently traded for. I'm really excited for this season. I mean, I don't want to have it come too fast because it's my senior year, but still, Pat Freiermuth, getting him as our next tight, like he would be. So we obviously got Chris Manhertz, who literally just came from one of my favorite teams, or one of my other favorite teams, which my only other favorite team is Carolina. But yeah, we get Chris Manhertz as a blocking tight end. He's our blocking tight end really, and Pat Freiermuth can kind of be both. I feel like he might not be as good as as the other Penn State tight end who's in the league, and not Kyle Pitts, Brett, and Gesicki. Excuse me. But I definitely think that this is a very good pick. We definitely need to get Pat Freiermuth. Some people say we should trade up for Kyle Pitts, but I'd rather keep the 25th and the 30th, because if we move up, we'll probably have to get rid of, we'll obviously have to get rid of the 25th, but we'll most likely also have to get rid of the 33rd, and that's basically losing a pick. So I'd rather keep, if anything, we maybe trade the 45th pick, but no, still. I would rather not get rid of any picks. I would just stay in all of our positions, maybe later on in the draft trade up, but still, I think Pat Freiermuth is perfectly fine. This could also be a pretty good pick, getting Michael Carter or even Kenneth Gainwell, because they're both kind of speedy, receiving, elusive backs that we could use, and that's really all we need is a speed back right now. At pick 133, this would be a pretty good one too, getting Dylan Moses, a linebacker. He is a solid young linebacker that I feel like definitely could develop into a starting, maybe even a star linebacker in the league. I mean, that might be a reach thing, but I definitely could see it, because he was pretty good at Alabama, and even after the injuries. But Hamilcar Rashad Jr., the edge, I haven't really seen much tape or anything on him, but I definitely feel like we could maybe develop him to be a little bit, he could end up maybe being like a DeJuan Smoot, like a role player. Really in NFL there's like no role players, they're just like decent or whatever, but yeah, he could be a backup or something. But at 170, Jameen Sherwood, haven't seen much on him either, but he could definitely be a solid player. Sage Surratt, with I think that's our only, it's crazy how long it is until the next pick. But yeah, let's get into our Carolina. I'm going to keep that up, actually. Carolina. Whoops. Draft. Let's go to Draft Network. Let's do Panthers. Now, the Panthers one, I'm going to go into depth about, especially that first pick. But, do you need premium to Are you kidding me, Draft Network? Is this how you're making money? Obviously it is. But, alright. I would change it up here. That's honestly realistic, though. Is there a way I can save this? Save this? Yeah. Save. Oh, frick you. Damn, though. How the frick do you take screenshots? You know, I'll just take a picture of it with my phone. How's my iPad at 66% already? What the hell? Or even just take it with my iPad. Because I honestly like this mock draft right here. That was a pretty damn good. The only picks out of this mock draft that I feel like might not be the best are the last three, because Well, honestly, because I don't really know the players too much. So, but yeah, let's so here, oh my God, and this is a perfect scenario too. But here there are very many different possibilities. Right here, as a Carolina fan, I would love. Personally, I don't want to get Mac Jones or Trey Lance. If anything, if Justin Fields is still there, I would definitely say get Justin Fields if he is still there. I would definitely say if Mac Jones is still there, I wouldn't get him. I would say that's too much of a reach for us. I'd rather us get um if this how the draft works out, I'd rather us get Kyle Pitts especially. I'd rather us get Kyle Pitts or Penei Sewell if Justin Fields isn't here. The only quarterback really in this draft that I feel truly comfortable with getting as a Carolina fan is Justin Fields. Trey Lance too, a little bit, but I'd say more Justin Fields than Trey Lance. And this is literally the perfect opportunity for Carolina right here. Kyle Pitts, Penei Sewell, Justin Fields, because like we could go Kyle Pitts. I'm down for Kyle Pitts. Like getting Kyle Pitts would mean, and there's apparently a rumor, or I watched a Panthers YouTuber in Big Hat or Keep Pounding. I forget, is it Keep Pounding? Well, his name's Keep Pounding. Something. Sorry from Keep Pounding _TV. He had a good point, or he said that apparently we are one of the teams that want to trade for Sam Darnold. And honestly, bringing Sam Darnold here, he is probably a better fit just because like we have a good offensive coordinator in Joe Brady, a really good one. We have 2 wide receivers already that he can throw to that are better than the wide receivers were for him in New York. We probably have a better offensive line. Not too much better, but we still have a better offensive line. If we got Kyle Pitts too, boom. We get Kyle Pitts or Penei Sewell even to help protect, because like at this point people are saying Penei Sewell is going to drop even further. And honestly, if Justin Fields is here, I would say Justin Fields, I would say Penei Sewell. Just looking at who's available, I would say Kyle Pitts, especially Kyle Pitts. I would say Patrick Surtain. Those like these 5 first players, even Rashawn Slater, are all in my opinion, picks that we could go for because we need a cornerback, and Patrick Surtain, because we need another cornerback next to Dante Jackson. And getting Patrick Surtain, who's a lockdown corner, is perfect. Excuse me. Getting Kyle Pitts, a perfect pick. Getting him would complete our offensive weapons. Getting Kyle Pitts would complete our offensive weapons for whatever QB we have in the future. And that's because we would literally have, so we would be covered at tight end. We would have 2 wide receivers if we re-sign Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore, and they both play as they have been, or as they did this past season, is one, in my opinion, one of the most underrated wide receiver duos in the NFL. Then I look at Penei Sewell and Rashawn Slater. I'll just do both of them at the same time because they're the same position. Getting Penei Sewell, that would be one of our tackle slots, whichever one we put him at. That would be our tackle positions covered, one of those. And then we would just need to make sure we have like a decent or solid tackle at the other position. And then getting Rashawn Slater, people say that he could be on the inside, and I would say we could use some help at the inside offensive line too, and it would make sense to get Kyle Pitts, Penei Sewell, Rashawn Slater. Now Justin Fields, as I said, as the other quarterbacks, I would definitely say Zach Wilson too, but Zach Wilson's not going to drop to number 8. I would say getting I would say getting Justin Fields would probably be the next best solution at quarterback for us if we were not to trade for Sam Darnold, which I don't want us to trade for Sam Darnold as a Carolina fan, but I definitely say getting Justin Fields is the only quarterback I'm really comfortable with Carolina taking. And then Patrick Surtain, who's the only other player I'm really down to get at this point, is because he's a lockdown corner. He's a lockdown corner. He could even come in and already be the number 1 corner over Dante Jackson, then Dante Jackson would be the number 2 corner. Either way, either one would be fine, like where he's the second corner and he still locks down, because either way, whether he's cornerback number 2 or cornerback number 1, he's going to lock down players, or if he's even in slot, he'll lock down players, which this is the reason why, as a Carolina fan, this is like one of the challenging picks. This is one of the challenging picks for me, especially if Kyle Pitts drops there, because it's like, man, Kyle Pitts would be awesome. Penei Sewell would be awesome. Justin Fields would be awesome. Rashawn Slater would be awesome. Patrick Surtain would be awesome. And that's why this pick just challenges me. It challenges me who to pick. But I think just how tremendous of a player Kyle Pitts is, I think... this is so hard, because if I want to go Justin Fields, but Kyle Pitts is there, and I want to go Kyle Pitts, but Justin Fields is there, and we still need a quarterback. And Penei Sewell is there. I definitely say we should go Justin Fields or Kyle Pitts here, and bro, I think I'm gonna go Kyle Pitts if this were to realistically, I definitely feel like Kyle Pitts won't be there. But just for the sake of this mock draft and the fact that he's actually there, I definitely say I gotta go and take him. But yeah, with our next pick, I would definitely say, I mean, depending who's there, we'll see who's there. I think with the second round pick, we probably gotta go. I would say, Rashad Bateman. Really? Did Kadarius Toney go yet? I don't know. CPU. But yeah, here I would definitely say, oh, Liam Eichenberg's gone. No, I was gonna say we should take Liam Eichenberg. But no, I would definitely say here Pat Freiermuth would be a pretty good one. Alex Leatherwood, that's one who some people have actually going in their mock drafts here. Christian Brown, what is it about the Draft Network mock drafts and the CPU not taking Christian Barmore? I'm tempted a little bit, but we have, we kind of have our inside, we have our defensive tackles, like Yetur Gross-Matos, we could keep him at edge across from Brian Burns, or we could move him inside. So it's like, do we take Christian Barmore, who's dropped to us, or, it's confusing, because if we don't take Alex Leatherwood or Pat Freiermuth, they're both probably going to be gone. Same thing with Christian Barmore. And, Grey Rousseau's still here? How is he this low? I'm not going to take him because, like, there's other positions that we need more than a person across, because we have, obviously, as I said, we have, Zayvon Collins too? Oh my god, dude. Why are the Carolina picks so challenging, bro? They're so challenging. Damn. I don't think I'm going to take Pat Freiermuth. I think Carolina, wait, what am I saying? We just got Kyle Pitts. What am I saying? I'm thinking we just took, Justin Fields. I think if we don't get Justin Fields, we don't get a quarterback this year. At least in my mock draft. Oh my god, dude. Wow. This is another challenging pick. What the fudge? Why the frick is that the freaking... Oh my god, why is that the thumbnail? I'm gonna have to edit I'm gonna have to edit that after this. Alright, well this pick though is... Man, the Carolina picks are a challenge. Like, there's so many players that we could get. Like, at that first pick, Kyle Pitts isn't gonna be there. But Patrick Surtain will be. Penei Sewell might be. That's a might. Rashawn Slater will most likely be there, and Justin Fields will hopefully be there. So I think it's either Patrick Surtain, Rashawn Slater, Penei Sewell, if Penei Sewell's still there, or Justin Fields. And I'm looking more towards Justin Fields, and realistically. I think here though I gotta go. It's between two Alabama players, Alex Leatherwood and Christian Barmore. I think I gotta go Alex Leatherwood because we need an offensive tackle more. Now with our third pick, dang, look at that. They actually took him this time. He didn't drop to Jacksonville. Now though, it's like after the first two picks, I don't know who to pick. If Joseph Osai is still there, maybe get... Okay, no. Alright, well now we're here at this pick. And... You know what? I'm gonna restart this. I don't know. I just don't feel like Kyle Pitts is gonna drop there. It's just not realistic, in my opinion. It's just not realistic. It's possible, and if it does, we gotta snap on it. So I'm gonna restart this mock draft, but yeah, see there, this is like a very realistic order, except Mac Jones will probably not go second. Zach Wilson is definitely go. So just like cross this, inspect this, and just like change that to freaking from Mac Jones to freaking change it from Mac Jones to just ignore that says Mac Jones. Just imagine that says Zach Wilson, then the third pick says Mac Jones. This is a very, other than these two picks, this pick, this is a very realistic draft. Maybe even other than this pick too. Huh. But yeah, I think it's possible though. But yeah, I definitely think that Kyle Pitts will go. I don't think he'll go to Miami. Actually, now that I realize it, this is not realistic, actually. Because the thing is, like, how can you have Miami taking Kyle Pitts when they already have Mike Gesicki? Do people even think of that? I see some mock drafts and people have Kyle Pitts going to Miami. Do people realize that Miami has Mike Gesicki already? They have Mike Gesicki already. So why are you people saying that they will draft Kyle Pitts? And Mike Gesicki has been solid, so here obviously Justin Fields. Justin Fields is probably my go-to guy for Carolina here, or Patrick Surtain, especially Patrick Surtain, because like that would just probably cover our cornerbacks for the next few years. But at the same time, I feel like it's probably just Justin Fields straight up. If he's there, he could go to San Francisco at 3, but I feel like they might take Trey Lance or what's his name? Trey Lance or Mac Jones. Sammy Cosme, Terrace. I don't think that's realistic. Okay, this one for other teams' picks aren't realistic, but that doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to go for realistic for me, or for my team. But here, Christian Barmore keeps slipping to pick 32, or pick 39. Past that even, what the hell? I think here is where we could get Pat Freiermuth. I feel like though this is where we get Wyatt Davis. I feel like is a first rounder. I definitely feel like here is where we get. I definitely feel like sorry about that. I definitely feel like Dylan, if this is true, if this is actually happens, I mean he's also the ranking. I don't know if he's better than Alex Leatherwood. I would have to see. Here, let me see. Let's see. Indy. Yeah, just looking at that one play, I don't want to get copyrighted, so. Just looking at that, that looks like a solid, yeah, he definitely looks like a solid player. I'm going to take him because people have him going higher, and that would be awesome. Like him or Alex Leatherwood would be awesome. But yeah, this is more of a realistic draft right here. Other than some freaking teams like picking crazy picks, this is more realistic. Holy cow, dude. I hate watching the CPU right now draft as Jacksonville. Holy cow. They just picked a random dude that I've never heard of out of freaking... Oh, that's a pretty good pick right there. They just had them pick a freaking edge rusher in the with their second round pick. Like, what the hell? But here here I think, well, let's look at who we got. So tight end could go with Tommy Tremble. I mean, Notre Dame, I think, is in at least their tight ends are at least good, or their tight ends are at least good in college, but I don't know. Here, I definitely, whoa. I think we go Javon Holland out of Oregon because, yeah, we have Jeremy Chin, but I definitely think Carolina could use Javon Holland because, like, Jeremy Chin's a flex player. He can play both safety positions. He can play linebacker, and I think we mainly play him as linebacker to help there a bit. And getting another safety in the draft around when we got him, and possibly Javon Holland plays really well. That would be nice. Like, yeah, here we have linebacker is more of one, but getting Pete Warner here, too much of a reach. Tight end could go Tommy Tremble. It's past when he's projected or his overall rank. Cornerback definitely not gonna get that. I mean, Sean Wade maybe, but nah. Inside D line definitely not. Offensive tackle we got it already. Inside O line no. Tight end, it's like it's either in my opinion it's either Tommy Tremble or safety Javon Holland. In my opinion, I think that's who it is, and I think I'm gonna go with Javon Holland because we definitely need that. We definitely need a safety. So to help with our defense is definitely pretty good. Our defense is young and pretty good, and as Big Cat or Keep Pounding _TV said, our defense is maturing quicker than people think, and our defense is actually pretty solid. Now the only thing is we need to get For defense, I would definitely say not realistic trade right there, 106 or realistic draft pick right there. Trey Sermon to Jacksonville. Are you kidding me? Uh, but no. For Carolina, I would definitely say our biggest needs of positions in defense is probably second defensive tackle, which is why Christian Barmore would have been a tempting pick. Um, picking uh, picking or getting a linebacker, getting at least one linebacker would be nice, because right now our only like true, really good like main linebacker is Shaq Thompson. I mean, you could say Jeremy Chin kind of is two, which then we would only need one a linebacker. But really, I'm gonna count Jeremy Chin as a safety. So, getting that, getting another safety, or Jeremy Chin, I believe we drafted him as a free safety, or he was a free safety, but we've been using him as a strong, so he can play either. So really, just getting a safety that's like a free or strong safety, one that could probably basically a hybrid, um, and getting another cornerback. So we really only have 4 needs on defense as as the Carolina Panthers. Offensively, our only true needs are quarterback, which is why Justin Fields, honestly, in my opinion, is the perfect fit. Uh, he would go perfect with our receivers, and imagine him as a dual threat quarterback in the backfield with Christian McCaffrey. Honestly, that's just perfect. But quarterback, offensive line, any other than center really probably would be a good pick. Or even we still have Tyler Moton. I think he's our right tackle, I believe. Yeah, he's our right tackle. So really a left tackle is what we need. So then really just left tackle, both guard positions, and tight end really. So 4 and 4. So we really have 8 needs truly. But yeah, with this pick, so we are at pick 113, and I think at this point, what are our needs? Cornerback, tight end. Tight end is, holy cow, that is a big reach. Here we could go Dylan Moses, honestly, but I'm gonna go Benjamin Saint Juste. I hope I probably butchered that name. But yeah, we're gonna get him to kind of probably not truly solidify, or well, yeah, definitely not solidify unless he has a breakout year. But he will be kind of our cornerback. We'll see how he does. Dang, there goes Dylan Moses to the Browns. Do the Browns even really need linebacker? I don't know if that's realistic. I don't. I would have to look into it, but yeah. With this pick now we Gary Vincent. Gary Vincent underrated. Gary Vincent is underrated. Let's look at best overall players. So we don't need a running back really. Inside D line, tight end. Heck no, bruh. All the good tight ends are gone now. So tight end, unless Kyle Pitts or we take Pratt Freiermuth, which we probably won't. He'll probably be gone because we would probably only use our 3rd round pick on him. Man. I hate to take another corner, but sorry about that. I hate to take another corner, but I'm probably gonna take No, no, no. Who, who's still here? Could take Chuba Hubbard. I mean, I'm surprised Chuba Hubbard's such a low rank right now, or such a low, well, yeah, such a low rank, because he's a pretty good running back. Huh. What are we at? We're at 100. I'm gonna go ahead and take, we're at pick 151. I'm gonna go ahead and take Darius Stills at, defensive lineman, inside D-line, and, cause, like, at this point, it's just, like, best available player, honestly. I would have to look in more to, the players, or these other players, these, like, lower round projected players, so, but yeah, with our next pick, so what is it, we're in the 5th round, I believe that was our 5th round pick too, so, this would be a round 6 pick. So our round 6 pick, we could probably just go edge, especially with all those edges still here. I mean, look at them. Edge, edge, edge. Especially with an edge that's from Ohio State, which is pretty decent. I mean, they come up with solid D-line, so I'm automatically going to take him, get up another defensive lineman, possibly, to be pretty good. Sam Ehlinger, why is he still in here? I believe he stayed back for another season. But yeah, next, so we have 2 7th round picks. Or wait, no, we have 3 6th round picks. I forgot, we have 3 6th round picks. I completely forgot about that. Next here, oh look who it is. Here I would say we go with maybe, let's go to best available. I would say here I go with, probably just Sage Surratt again, cause like, just a position that we haven't drafted. I mean, we don't really need wide receiver, but yeah. Oh shoot, we already have another pick. I was like, I would say here's where we could get another. I mean, it would have been nice to get Kerry Vincent or Marco Wilson, but Rashad Wild Goose Jr. I guess I'll go with. But yeah, that's the last pick for us. I think this is a solid draft. It could probably be better, but it's mainly those first 3 picks are the main ones that I know are what players I would want Carolina to pick. The first 3 rounds, really. And then from there on, I would have to see who's left in real life when it's actually the draft, and who is left. Here, I'm not gonna take a picture of this one like I did for the Jacksonville one, because like it could be. I feel like this one could be better, but I definitely still like it though. But yeah, you guys get to see my Streamlabs. But yeah, I think I'm at only 58 minutes. It feels like it's been an hour, but either way, it's about to be an hour. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe here on YouTube. This is my first stream in a while, but I've been streaming on Twitch lately. I've actually been staying more consistent, or trying to, and I've been doing it on Twitch mainly. I've mainly been streaming on Twitch. I just released a video the other day. That's kind of a highlight of one of my other streams, and you should go check that out. Beating the Inner Dragon, then something goes wrong. But basically, I'm going to into here. Make sure to like and subscribe on here. Make sure to go check out my Twitch channel, The Real Evan Jevin, and I'm mainly streaming on there. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Go Jags, Duval, keep pounding. and keep pounding. Go Carolina Panthers. And 24 days until the draft, everybody. Write it down.